of Tinubu. Someone I know that was against Tinubu. He worked, so hard to make sure Jonathan succeeded, and actually played quite important role in 2012 when subsidy issues sprang up, 2011 to 2012. And today we've seen Omokiri becoming the best ally to Tinubu. What kind of person is he? He's a man I can, tag a double standard man. He led rally against Tinubu in London. Tomorrow or next tomorrow, you see Omokiri promoting Tinubu, bringing Obi down, bringing Igbo nation down. So, Igbo, they have their faults. Nobody should be ever come on social media and say Igbo up all the time. No. We have our many wrongs. We have our many rights. Same with Yoruba. Yoruba get their rights. They have their wrongs. But what you are saying is that somebody like Omokiri shouldn't be jumping from one state to another, campaigning against people that have not done anything against you. And you know where he's spending everybody most on social media? Obi won an election last year. And Omokiri know it, that what he is doing is wrong. See, I'm an analyst on social media. I don't see people that are wrong and say they are right. I don't know what I understand. I'm the person that I'm telling you, it's not up to 10 years, 10 days, 10 times I mentioned Tinubu adding president. So that is, I made up my mind that this man did not win. I will say President Tinubu. No. I don't know what I understand. If I say it is a slip of tongue or maybe I forgot it. Omokiri, incessant excesses over Igbo man, over Obi, over the obedience and so on and so forth must be what curtailed. Failure to do so, he must go down on social media. Who the hell is he?
He saw the picture, meaning that Reno Omokiri was spotted somewhere in isolation, and that's what people are looking at, because the Igbos are distancing themselves from following him from social media.
He has dropped down now.
The sentiment, the Igbo sentiment
his ex handle has gone down, and someone like that is very lucky that I'm not on Twitter. Twitter I know is a short something you can just. If I come on Twitter, waiting things saying they do. I don't go through them now, throwing on this thing. All the time criticizing someone that people are supporting. You are nailing yourself. On the cross. Omokiri, I don't know where that kind man comes from in Bayelsa, but it must be a Nembe man. Nembe, I've been arguing with people. I say Nembe might be John or slightly Igbo, but they have Igbo ancestors. I don't know what I understand. These are part of Igbo ancestors. We are the same with this man. I don't know what is wrong with him. He has just gone nuts uncontrollably on Twitter, concentrated on nailing Obi, calling Obi names. I think even if I could be Obi, instead of taking Onanuga, because Onanuga is doing his publicity job. That's how media people work for their, for their master. Let me say their master. You would like to promote him. Same thing that, what do you call this man? Lai Mohammed was doing when he was information minister. Now that is what Onanuga just jumped in. I don't know who is Tinubu's minister of information. Is it Alake? I don't know. Alake has not done the job. It is Onanuga that is telling lies everywhere, here and there. Hitting Yoruba head with Igbo, jamming their heads together. Before the protest, commenced, Onanuga has protested and concluded everything about the protest.
But can you say that it was Igbo protest now?
No, he has gone out of it because Obi has taken him to court.
Yes, but can you come out and convince like saying now with what is happening now?
Because I've seen Afenifere now saying that Igbos had no hand. Yes. Anything about protests that went on last week, that is, is going down now in the north, Port Harcourt has soft pedal. Igbo man did not participate. So Onanuga should come out and do what? Apologize. Or the court hearing day, all of us will go to court and nail him.
Okay, but the presidency have not been able to take that decision because such person should not be allowed within the corridor of power. Within the corridor
of power at all. The man is too such a man.
Are you sure that he's not having the support of the presidency?
No, I don't think Tinubu will support him. It is not wrong. It is very, very wrong. If Tinubu supports Onanuga, it means he's not a federal man he has claimed to be. Onanuga is not supposed to be in that office because he is selling what apple of discord. This contention between Yoruba and Igbos, two of them, striking their heads together, which is very, very wrong. I don't know what I understand. He's supposed to be very, very, not generous on what he says. You could tell your speech. You must manage your speech. Yes, someone that works with the people on the corridor of power, like the office of executive, he should manage your speech. You should talk with charisma. If anybody hears you, you will say, yes, this man is constructive in his speech. This man just come out, started attacking. Attack Obi. Obi that Tinubu has been attacking even during campaign, before campaign. Has Obi returned anybody word to?
Yes, I can remember one scenario.
Obi has never abused Tinubu. One day, he has never said anything bad against Tinubu. And all of us are annoyed with him. Somebody that is casting you, pulling you down, calling you Obi's boy, is a boy, blah, blah, blah. Stole your mandate. Still, uncle, I find fault where Obi is. That's why I'm very, very annoyed with him. If somebody put you once, put him 10 times. Chef me, get me, cheful. When you do me, if I do you, God no go vex. That's the proverb I want to make in Yoruba language. If Tinubu put you, put out. What kind of nonsense is that? Everybody, we're all men.
Okay.
We're all men. Nobody. We don't have higher men. We don't have superhuman. Humans. We are all humans. I don't know how come about all this humiliation on the Obi side. Obi is too humble to my liking. It shouldn't be as humble as ice block. When somebody do something, be constructive on response. I like it. Just respond constructively. Not calling somebody that has been nailing you up to your destiny. Obi's administration is supposed to be 16 or 15 months now. Somebody is there dancing around, doing nothing, and Nigeria is in comatose. Nigeria has collapsed. There's nothing we can say about Nigerian situation again. We must always use the right words. Nigeria has collapsed. In comatose. For how many months now? Removal of subsidy. You didn't work on the detailing on your homework. You didn't do it well. You removed subsidy. There are things to be done. Obasanjo attacked yesterday. If you look at his artillery, if you monitor his ammunition and the bullets and the whatever he used, you find out that the man is being constructive. He unleash attack. Yes, on Tinubu. He spoke well. If you read what Obasanjo said in regard of impromptu, how sudden removal of subsidy was, you'll find out that Obasanjo is being constructive and is nailing Tinubu on the cross.
Does it mean that Reno Omokiri actually does not have conscience?
No, he doesn't have conscience. The man is he has no conscience. He's a man that is insensitive of what is happening presently. Because if protesters actually lay hand on him, they will surely make me earlier. Because that kind of man, this time that people are annoyed, he will be going with security, fully armed. Because people don't want to set their eyes on that kind of person.
And these are
has no conscience.
And these are the people Onanuga are using, to attack. And that has given the impression that hashtag Igbo must go. And nobody till now, the Abaribe caucus in the Senate met over the issue, calling for the arrest of the person who was behind the Igbo must go in Lagos. Up to now we have not seen any arrest. We have not seen the Yoruba elite actually speaking up against it. What does that mean?
I think the security operatives are on his tail. I mean the TikToker, the blogger that wrote and said it on the social media about Igbo's quit notice signed by the Yorubas. We made our investigation, find out that he's just accusing Yorubas for nothing because they had made their stance clear that they are not in support of what the TikToker or the blogger was saying. And actually, he has been declared wanted. The security operatives are on his tail. They are trailing him, but I don't think they have, gotten him. So it does not entail Yorubas or Fanifere distancing themselves or taking it up that they know about it. What it entails is that the Fanifere has come out and denounced the man. Absolute denouncement of what the TikToker or the blogger has said, is a threat to Igbo nation. It's a threat to the possible coexistence of the Yoruba and the Igbos in the south.
But no matter how you see it, that seed of discrimination has already been sown,
Yeah.
and the governor himself and the deputy governor has condemned it outrightly. At this point, what do you think should be going into the consciousness of Igbos in Lagos State?
They have brought another. This TikToker. Let me not just speak in group. Let it not be like, say, I'm accusing the Yorubas or something. No, but that TikToker has at least the healed wound of the presidential election and all the anomalies, things that happened within that period. We had presidential election, in regard of destruction of properties, threatening from all these oceans, miscreants of Mama Emeka, Mama Chike, don't come out and vote, blah blah blah, all those threats that went around Ojota, Osho, the Axis, and Festac. This quick notice has at least revived the healed wound. Igbos have began to think about what happened during last year's election. Igbos have began to think about what happened to Obi. Obi outrightly won. Yoruba voted, Igbo voted him. So that action by this TikToker has at least, waking up that kind of pain that Igbos are gradually forgiving, forgetting and gradually forgiving at least the urchins, the miscreants that brought about the threatening of the Igbos last year. We are all seeing it becoming or coming afresh in our memories. I don't know what I understand. In our mind's eyes, we are seeing a threat that is trying to equate or equal the 1966 pogrom genocide that went around both southwest and north, and it lingered from 66 to 1970. It now makes us to remember how we suffered during the war. Kwashoko. What caused about Kwashoko? Blockade of food. And the Igbos become hungry, everybody started eating lizard. And now, see, it has waking up many things, many pains, agony, ordeals, gory situation, conditions of the Igbos, Southeasterners in the 60s, 68, 69, 70. I don't know what I understand. So it said lots and lots of past, our bitter past. I'm telling you, the threat should not ever spring up again, because we are just waking up from the Biafran civil war, and someone is trying to throw Igbos into another violence with their sister tribes.
I've seen a Yoruba pastor coming out to ask questions. He was actually directing the question to the Northerners and the Yorubas. Why the hate? A Yoruba man, a Yoruba pastor, why the hate? That he is no longer comfortable with the Igbo hate, and is want to find out what is actually, considering the fact that 75% employment and industry and success recorded in Lagos State are coming from these people. Does it mean that there's a calculated or a deliberate to bring Igbo down ahead of 2027?
No. You see the way I see it. What I'm seeing now is that they begin to make it, look like Tinubu's administration is, come to bring the Igbos down. Because if you look at the appointment, we once mirrored the appointment. Igbos, they were not taking part there. And that what brings about the crumbling of the present, illegitimate administration. And again, some of the recent happenings in regard of the threats, in regard of destruction of properties, in regard of what happened to the landmark resort. That facility was over, let's say, 1.something trillion. So it has now begun to teach the Igbos that we are not needed here. The administration of Tinubu is just against Igbo man. Okay, there's no way we can miss our word. We are not missing our word again. there's something going on now, circulating on social media by an Urobo man. Urobo man is shouting on one Olagunju, Onanuga. And if he's not taking Reno Omokiri is among Honorable man. He came out outrightly. I've never seen Igbo and Urobo rapport before. They are brothers, but I never see. They're just gentle on their way. This man came out. He nailed the Yorubas. He nailed the Yoruba. He nailed the people that are fencing themselves, fencing Tinubu around. He nailed them that they should leave Igbo alone. Okay? He remembered for us what Awolowo did during the war. He was asking them, was that not enough? And where are you today? That Igbos are better off. Okay. So now he's saying that instead, if not include them, include them in the system, I mean political system, I mean leadership system, allow them to go peacefully, honorable. Yes. Instead of every time bullying and bullying and bullying and bullying and bullying. Leave them, you could not leave them. Reintegrate them into Nigerian political system, you could not. The man was, aiming his point at Igbo should be let alone. They should go because they are done.
Okay, finally, the president came out and said, of course, they said they will change INEC chairman, as it looks like Yakubu has compromised, and that anybody that is going to contest against him should be able to have enough money, because he is talking about Tinubu now. He is ready for them, and that he bought his way to the president, and he will buy his way again, second time, whether Nigerians like it or not. Is it a form of an agenda that is linked to Arab Yorubas and the northern Muslims?
Yeah. If you look at what happened last year, let me tell you, for us Nigerians to comply to Muslim agenda, we have failed. We are the one collective that have given them the authority, the right, the prerogative to go that far. Because if you look at Muslim agenda, it has never happened in the history of the country. How we do it here is Christian and Muslim, so that both parties will not be aggrieved. So, but when it went last year, Muslim, no, we are the one that instigated animosity among ourselves. Because I don't see the reason why second man will be Muslim, the first man will be Muslim. So no peace could thrive in this administration, because we Christians, we know our lives, the life we live. The lives we live as Christians is not the lives they live as Muslims. It is just like hot. So when both becomes hot, you find out that the atmosphere politically will not be conducive for everybody. But if it is hot, cold, which is Christian, Muslim, we find out that when hot becomes too hot, when the heat is intensifying, the cold will do what? Neutralize it. Then the atmosphere will be conducive for both A and B. But this time around, you see people that are coming out with extreme decisions. I don't want to understand what I mean by extreme decisions. That is the policy we are witnessing today. Tinubu policies are too unbearable. We are running a government of corruption, and nobody is being apprehensive that this is going to destroy Nigeria in the future. See, bros, let me tell you, a situation whereby you are going to buy peanut 1,000 naira, it is coming up. If this present issue not addressed, a situation whereby one pure water will go to 100 naira, it is coming. If this situation is not arrested. So what I'm trying to say is that decision of Muslim is wrong. A northerner was president, a northerner, a southwesterner was vice. They allow it. Then now, a southwesterner is president, a northerner vice. They allow it. Leaving southeast, Nigeria is in a comatose because of all these anomalies. We are all vulnerable to have allowed it happen. And today, we are on the receiving end.
Thank you.
The policies has indicated that Muslim ticket is back. Zero.